Okay, Jeff, can you hear me? He's wow. Okay, guys. So this is my first live stream from Las Vegas upstairs. Broke Loader's here too. God damn it. We've got a party. Uh-oh.
But what happened?
The little woman downstairs can hear me.
You just found her laying down?
Oh. JH586 is in the house. Okay, well, what to talk about? We got all sorts of fun. Other than this beer really sucks. I haven't had it since I was 13. I used to buy them at the Korean liquor store. No ID. Yeah, you look old enough. But yeah, it's awful. Yep. All right. So this is a Logitech Brio 100. It was $24 because I didn't bring my laptop to Vegas, and we got an Uncle Jim chat. We got other chats. So what do we got? Oh, cool. Oh, we got bourbon. Yeah, we got lots of bourbon. We got really rotten bourbon, though. I mean, the primo stuff right now is Wild Turkey 101. I had a friend of mine, sad story about him. So, but let's put it this way. They pulled the feeding tube on Pat. He drank all my good bourbon. He's not going to be around to replace it. But if you got to go, he's been in car wrecks, broke his arm in like 20 places, had a vertebrae fused from I don't know what, broken bones all over the place, and he was a race car driver, and he died fishing. So, you know, if you got to go, I guess freak fishing accident is right up there. And the other sad thing to announce for you guys is my 60-year-old parrot passed away. That's what they're talking about downstairs. So had a good life, was overweight, out of shape, ill-fed, but had a good life. You know, ate tacos and burritos and Cheetos, and you know, not a healthy lifestyle. So here's the radar. But anyway, I'm here in Vegas. It's 111 out. Yeah, 60. So, oh no, I have two more parrots, and unless they get in an accident, they'll be around longer than I will. And for the Scotsman, I might break out the whiskey. Yep. Okay, what else we got cooking? So, let's see. Of course, not Scotch. I'll even spell it right for you, Scotsman. No, we got some Irish whiskey downstairs, and I don't like peaty whiskey. You know, you guys may have a wonderful, you know, culinary selection in Scotland with blood sausage and haggis, but too much peat in the whiskey, and for that matter, the ale. Okay. So anyway, I've had cats. Cats don't last very long. The other thing, if you're into parrots, nothing like a $5 pet store parakeet if you get them young, most loyal little sucker you'll ever have. They're like $2 a month to feed, but they don't last long. They live 5 or 6 years, and it's a shame. Cats had cats. Cats are cats. You know, they're a mess, and they're destructive, and they're a pain in the ass, and they're loving, and they're nice, and all that. But no, I'm done with cats. And the little woman wants a little toy Yorkie, poodle dog or purse dog. And what's the use in that? A Chihuahua or something? What else? Anyway, if anybody wants to join, here's a link. Yep. Oh, well, we still got the snake. So, I mean, we're good on pets. So, we got the snake. Sylvia's got a snake. And then we have the 2 kike parrots. That's right. The purse dog, he's moved up to medium-sized rats now. All right, Ozark. You get any slabs off that walnut? So, let's see. We don't want any quiet. What else is cooking? No, I got here, haven't done shit. I just changed the batteries in the keyboard and put up a webcam. Oh, hell, it's got a little white light when it's on. That's cool. So, yeah, some live edge tables, Ozark. That sounds good. Or walnut tire knockers. That'd be cool too. Um, what else we got cooking? So reloading and shooting, haven't done anything. Got here, it's still too hot to pick up your brass. So hell no. As soon as the sun comes up, forget it. So yeah. Could probably go shooting with an awning, a large fan, and not picking up the brass. Looked at some TVs and stuff when we were down at Best Buy picking up the camera. And saw a 100-inch TV. And I could probably be able to sit 20 feet back and watch something on that without wearing glasses. That'd be cool. Okay, politics that we usually don't talk about. Let's see, Bongino had something about the Secret Service bomb. More video came out. It's a fake. We got Hobby's Hobo on. And James Pollard. Wow, this is turning into a real chat. Probably should have emailed out some invites. Can you see the StreamYard link in the chat? It's popping up, right? Or do I have to make myself an admin or something? Wow. Ozark, that'd be too cool. Lows in the 60s. Wow. That's turtle popping weather. Okay. Cool. All right, well that works. All right, you saw. Let's see. We can show that. Oh, is that how that works? StreamYard's changed stuff since the last time I've had a stream, and this whole show the comments crap. Learning about that. Okay, what else we got? We got Zoe here, and we just got her some fried shrimp. Going to do some fried shrimp and toast. Got a tub of ice cream. Oh, Ozarks loading 44 Magnum. All right. Now that's one I don't have. Now, but we'll see how it works out. Um, my friend Pat left a backpack full of stuff, and I might use some 44s in there. Okay. Low 50s. Wow, I'll trade you. We got here in the inside of the house. I had turned on the AC on the way, and evidently the whole Nest thing didn't work out. We got in here, and it was 100 degrees inside and 89 outside at 2 in the morning. So I couldn't get to sleep till 4. It was hot. Took 2 showers. Um, what else we got cooking? All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, I'm going to prattle on until somebody else joins me on here, but any particular topic? Did anybody see the interview on CNN, the 15 minutes of Kamala out of a 45-minute interview? Did, Cast Grendel. No, it's a 224 Valkyrie or whatever. That's just a ridiculous one. And you know what? If it wasn't 110 degrees down in the garage, I've got a bag full of 300 blackout brass to load up, but nothing to shoot it with. Oh, it was funny, huh? Did she cackle? You know, Kamala reminds me of one of those girls you bring by your friends and they all roll their eyes and nod their heads. You know, I think that's the kind of girl she is. Well, she's got a track record to prove it too. You know, yep. We know why Kamala's coming to the party. Oh, who was it? Booze and Bullets, I think it was, or it was Mr. Guns and Gear Ozark. Put there was a Marlin guide gun in stainless with a in 40. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. That was 4570, but you got a 4570. Mm. So James, you're another one like Uncle Jim, and I got 300 blackout because Sylvia's daughter, the youngest, she's got a 300 blackout, and for a while there, ammo was just brutal on 300 blackout for some reason. So it's kind of like 450 at SOCOM, where it's a really nice cartridge back a year or two ago, but geez, it hurt to shoot. So I've got that all set up for her, but I don't have a 300 blackout because nope, I don't want an upper receiver detonation. I'm paranoid that way. Ooh. Now, what I wonder, JH, is can you thread the barrel on the gun without pulling it all apart and sticking in a lathe? Does somebody have like a die for threading a barrel thread without pulling things apart? And if not, that would be a hell of an invention, wouldn't it? Yep. That was the other thing. Hobbies. The little woman has a Winchester Model 70 lightweight in 243, and I've got a box of brass. But she doesn't like shooting it. She'll go out and shoot 2, 3 shots, get on paper, get a group, and she's done. Um, she kind of doesn't like the rifle, and she doesn't like to hunt, so it's a hunting rifle. It's nice scope. The thing's great. Shoots like a laser for the first 3 shots. Then the barrel heats and goes all over the place. But the first 3 shots on that Winchester Model 70 lightweight, man, that thing's nice, and it handles nice, and it's light, and that's great. And if I was going after deer around here, that'd be the one to get. But down in LA in the Angeles forest, they are like German shepherds with antlers covered in ticks. So it ain't worth it. All right. So what I was thinking is how Booze and Bullets, I think it was, posted 243 barrels for an AR-10. So I've already got 308, and over at Kenny's I got a 358 Winchester, but I think it'd be neat to have a 243 in an AR-10, because back in the day it was like crazy. The 308 stuff was a buck a round. I mean, I'm talking about 4 or 5 years ago, but the 243 was 50 cents a round, and the projectiles were cheap, and the brass is cheap. So 243 is pretty cool. That might be fun in an AR-10. But that was the other thing. You can do that kind of thing in a AR-15 platform, but yep. And then from Starline, they're going to offer 8.6 Blackout. Now you see, that's what I'm waiting on. Now all the hype channels about the 8.6, it was a big fad about 6 months ago. Ooh. But I'm not so sure of that cartridge, and that's why I did the 358, because for short range punch AR platform hunting cartridge, other than that funky twist rate, I don't see the advantage on an 8.6. But I might be wrong. But I don't know. So, do we have anybody who's actually blown up some gel or anything, or cantaloupes with an 8.6 in the chat? Like a lot of things, Kenny was messing with it and then shut up about it, which usually means not so hot. And then, I don't know, a couple of guys had it on there. I forgot whether Grand Thumb or whatever. Oh, yeah. But I don't think you could do a 1 in 3 twist with a cast bullet, Ozark. I think that's, you know what? That might be a good thing for zinc, though. An 8.6 and cast zinc might hold together with a 1 in 3 twist. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's an odd. But hey, it can't be as bad as me trying to find a 468 mold for my martinis, or a bullet sizing die for that too, for that matter. So it can't be that bad. But then again, I wonder. I'm going to stick the link up here for you guys. All right. But cast zinc might hold together. I mean, and not fly apart. So that could be interesting. Because I think zinc sucks. Poison the berm for us lead hunters and all that other good stuff. It's a sacrilege. But I think it would make sense for 8.6. And but I think the real thing is, if you're gonna go big bore, you might as well go big bore. And like Ozark, I mean, if a lever gun in 44 mag or in 4570, if you're shooting the short range stuff, or 458 SOCOM, love 458 SOCOM. If if you want to make a statement under 100 yards, that is a great round. And I've bruised up many a people shooting that one with hot loads. It's amazing in an AR-15, that you can get a waffle bruise from the buttstock. It's pretty cool. And what was it? Pink toilets. It's good on pink toilets. So I was thinking of next. What am I going to do next? So I'm a little tight on money right now. So I haven't got my VZ61 or a blunderbuss yet. And then I need rail kits for Glocks. What I think I'm going to do next is I just got the trigger trigger housing for doing a 10 millimeter Glock, and I've got the slide barrel and I got everything else. So I might put together a 10 mil Glock, but I don't. It's one of those things where I don't have 10 millimeter dies. I don't have any 10 millimeter molds. I don't have any 10 millimeter brass. And I'm broke, so I don't want to head down that rabbit hole. Yeah. What else? What would be a good one? I've got this old 22 that the rifling's really nice on it, but it looks like it. Honest, it looks like it was buried. That's something. Really? Oh, that is too cool. So you got stuff to shoot too, Ozark. So you got stuff that's worth eating. You can do anything with a 4570. Possessing or accessing info. Geez, can you listen to somebody talk about it? Wow. Well, okay. You know what? If you come down here to the United States, you get a free cell phone, like $150,000 if you want to live in California and step over the bums. They'll give you $150,000 to buy your house, and you can get or live in a hotel room for free. It's not much better in California, but it's not that bad. And when are you guys going to get rid of that Trudeau weenie? That's just insanity. Yeah, 4570. I'm they've got what are those little you can go all the way down the what do they call them? Collar button wad cutters, all the way up to 600 grains. So, I mean, 4570 is great from 110 grain up to 600, and any speed you want, it's great. It's a little short on the magazine capacity, but it's it's big enough, and they look cool. That's the other thing. You know, the 577 450s look cool, but 4570s and 444 Marlins look really cool lined up on the shelf or sitting in a bandolier. Oh, the 350 GHPs, yeah. What do you call them? The Hornady ones. Shoot them in the SOCOM. 350s are nice. Well, you see, that's the thing, hobbies. It's like that down in Texas when the Texas House of Representatives, when you get the one of these stupid coalitions where the left has to do a coalition with the far left, and so it's far left. Um, that's not what the people want, and I'm surprised. You know, especially after what they did with the whole trucker thing, that people still put up with it. So, what else is new computer wise? So, computer wise, I just put a U2 drive in my PC at home. So that's a first for me. So the U2 format is for like high-end servers and crap, and it's a desktop PC. So I've got a U2 drive in there, NVMe drive. What else? I've got to redo the security cameras in here this weekend. So got to pull out the old PC and brought my old PC to replace it. Got to do that. Um, what else? Hadn't been here for a month, so flushed all the toilets and ran all the water. That's all done. Got a swimming pool in the backyard, so tomorrow it's probably lay out in the kiddie pool. So I got the kiddie pool for that. The pigeons are back. So the final solution for the pigeon problem did not work out. And Sylvia would not take me to Tractor Supply to get a Red Ryder. I don't want to break any glass. So I might be squab hunting. Yep. Might be taking out some pigeons tomorrow. Well, oh yeah. So that NOE mold has worked out really good for me because I think Taco, and I've got to return it or do something. Taco let me borrow a 600 grain 458 that he was using on the SOCOM, but it's just ridiculous because there's just no powder volume. But paper patch to the martini, that is a cool bullet. And then on the NOEs, it's like you can just go down the line and start at 300 grain and go all the way up, and then you drop 15 grains with the for the hollow point. And as long as you're casting, what the hell? That's what I've always thought. Oh, one of those. I did that once, and that was the toughest meat I'd ever bought in my life. I had never bent a fork trying to cut stuff until I bought a box of freezer steaks one time. Oh, the 500 grain? Yeah, that's a good one. That's what I shoot in the martini. So they drop at about 485. And so 485 grains and 85 grains of black powder. That's your standard martini load. And that's a nice bullet, paper patched. I like it. And yeah, the shame of the matter is that, when you sit down over a week or two and you cast up a whole bunch of those, and I've got three like uh, large jars, and I'm fixing to break a shelf. I've got to do some more shooting. But that's a good bullet. So that's my thing, teasing the pig at 600 yards with that bullet. I go out, and the martini is only good enough to you guaranteed to hit the horse or the rider at 600. But I shoot for a pig. Oh, wait. What did I say? James, what did I say? Anyway, what else? Oh, well, it's perfect, actually, Ozark. You know how your hand gets tired from casting? By the time you get like down to 3/4 or so on the lee pot, um, you know, it's time to get up and have a beer or warm your French fries or whatever. But it's perfect timing. Doing on a four cavity anyway, you go for maybe 15 minutes, get the mold hot, and get 100 or so good ones, and then it's time to fill the pot again and have a snack. But it goes through your lead supply pretty good, and it's really hard on the shelves too. But the paper patching is fun. What else have we got? As long as we're in Vegas, I've got the Schmidt Rubin here in Vegas, but it's too hot. I mean, it's honestly too hot to go shooting. Wow. Oh, you guys saw Uncle Jim's review of his F-250. So did you see the spare tire? That spare tire looks like an original. So I bet you $1, all you guys, that Jim's going to be out in the middle of nowhere, pop a tire, need a spare, and it's going to no, it ain't going to hold air. As soon as you jack the truck down, I bet the thing's going to pop. Looks nasty. Looks original. Looks like 1984 original, and it's the wrong size. So that'll be hell on his differential to put a tiny little tire on one side and the big fat meats he's got on the other. And that's the other thing that I noticed, and that's what's nice too. So did you notice on that truck, there's not a lot of buttons? I just drove Sylvia's Subaru from Vegas to here, and there's too many buttons. I mean, you can't need that many buttons. It's got 10 buttons on each side of the steering wheel, and then 2 flippy shifter levers, and then another 3-button flippy lever. Left side by your knee is another half dozen buttons, and then the center console, buttons everywhere. Oh, but have you guys ever had the Aldi lasagna, Mr. Pollard? So they got busted for having horse meat lasagna over at Aldi's, but it was good. The bastards. $40 for a valve stem? No, that Les Baru of Sylvia's, man, has manual buttons. The Japanese are into buttons and bolts. Have you ever seen them if you get an old Chevy or a Ford AC compressor, behind the pulley there's 3 or 4 bolts to hold the whole thing together, and you get a Japanese one and there's 10 bolts on each side. They're just crazy about that shit, bolts and buttons. So no, that thing's got buttons everywhere. Even the back seat for the kids got too many buttons. Ooh, well, down where I'm at in Sunland, the running gag with my girlfriend is if you see a pet hospital, you're gonna see a Thai restaurant within a half a block. Oh yeah, they love their little damn screws. At least they aren't into the positive drives like them Kanuka stand people. Yeah, they're real Phillips. But and that was the other fun thing. The Chinese are really into those Allen heads, and that really pisses me off too. You come across a Chinese Allen head, and I just had to run down to Harbor Freight just the other day because those rat bastards will pick a metric Allen head that most of your Allen screws, it's like you can get away with a one or the other. There's enough to do it, but they pick a size where there's nothing. I forget. It's like a 3/32 or something, but there's no metric that'll fit it, and only the exact English one will fit it, and the screwdriver won't fit it. Can't get a pair of pliers on it. Really sucked. Had to fix the barbecue. Oh, Katniss tacos. Yeah, I was just thinking about watching that old movie, Eating Raoul. Tried to tell the girlfriend about it. She didn't get it. But, yep, cat and the tacos. Well, they like cat down there. Well, that's the thought I've got. See, I was trying to talk Sylvia into a Tesla because she's working at a Hyundai dealer right now, and they have charging ports all over the place in service. So she'd be able to top it off every time she goes to work for free. But yeah, she can barely work an iPhone, and with all the buttons in her Subaru, I think she's only touched like 3 or 4. She was trying to adjust the AC last night in the dark and totally failed. Yep. So anyway, we're up here in Vegas because Sylvia got a surprise services closed for Labor Day. In the car business, we don't close for nothing except Christmas and New Year's. But they closed for Labor Day, and she got Friday off. So she had good on and on it the other day, and so we got that to do. And we got Zoe with us, give her mom a break. And so Zoe's been having fun. Well, what else to talk about? Oh, well, since I'm your local computer weenie on top of everything else, so 13th and 14th generation Intel processors have got an oxidation problem. Don't buy one. Um, I'm usually a used and surplus computer guy. Go to the Heart Attack Cafe. Oh, been there once. I mean, it's really cute, the little nursey outfits and stuff. And the food was all right, but a little pricey and um, a little pricey and touristy. But it's fun. If I have guests up here, Heart Attack Cafe, that's a good one. Now, the bacon bar up here, we had a bacon bar. It was a bacon themed restaurant. You know, everything from um, bacon baby backs. They had all you could eat um, loin ribs on Thursday for like $20. Anyway, it went out of business, probably because of that. But the bacon bar was good, and they're out of business and they're closed, and it sucks. Um, oh, we went to that dome thing. So I rolled in about I don't know, hit uh, yeah. So all right, I'll geek out with your hobbies here for a minute. So the big thing was uh, we didn't use the term sysadmin. I was the computer janitor for a car dealer group, and talk about where I learned it was tight. You could do anything you want as long as it's for free. And so, you know, 10-year-old laptops, that was my service department. So the thing was, you could buy a laptop for 2 grand for your service techs, and then to depreciate it out, you'd have to run the damn thing 5 or 7 years, and they never make it that long, and they're a nightmare. Or you go on eBay and you get your notebook that'll just barely meet the requirements for 100 to 200 bucks, and shove that in, and you're after it made it the first month, you were already ahead on the depreciation schedule. And so old laptops, that's my thing. As far as the PCs I run for home, they're surplus workstations. So I love HP's Z800s, 820s, 840s, and now it's the G8 uh, or Z8 HPs. Great PCs. Um, and that's the other side of it too. So when you buy the used workstations and you're used to working on servers, it's all server parts on the inside. So it's ECC registered memory, and already got a SCSI controller built into it, and hot plug drives and dual processor and yada yada. And so when they get old, nobody knows how to work with them, and nobody knows about them. And old server parts are dirt cheap, so I love them. So yeah, that I got that going. And what else is cooking? No new projects. I should. If you know anybody who wants a phone system, let me know. Uh, I'm a. I do 3CX, and I'm a phone company too. So I got to set up a phone system for here again. So I set up a phone system for here. Uh, oh, yep. So you're probably right about my age then, Hobbies. I got. I remember when it all started. It was that was the big deal. But the on the side, what was really cool was what was it? It's Proliant 9000s at a B stock liquidator. You could do like a six pot processor Pentium Pro, um, and they were gorgeous. Um, for you get an old surplus server like that, and so it was like you go Pentium 2s and Pentium 3s. Remember how they go in with the slots? They had the slots. Well, you could do like six Pentium Pros on and it's dating me. So you get like what was it? It was 90 or 120 megahertz Pentium Pros, and the Pentium 2s and 3s back then. I don't know. They were clocking out at what? Hi, Zoe. Um, yeah. And then building desktops. Do you remember when it made sense to build a desktop? So that's like good old Fry's time when it made sense to go get a motherboard and go to processor and buy a case and get a power supply for it and build the thing up. But I think it was about I don't know 2015, 2016 or so where it didn't make sense anymore. So, oh, jazz drives, yeah, those are cool. Yep. All right. So we were at a car dealership, and so the whole deal with the spelling soda on the keyboard is you go off to the wash rack, and they'd have a 55-gallon drum with soapy water in it, and you'd take it and agitate it in the soapy water for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you get the what do you call it? The distilled water they use for the spot-free rinse, and just rinse the piss out of it and throw it out in the sunshine. Um, did that, and also Audis. So they've got this center console in Audis with the this rotary switch that I guess Volkswagen used, and it's right in front of the cup holder. So let's say you got a big sugary Starbucks coffee, and then have to slam on the brakes, straight into this little knobby thingy, and they get gummed up. And it was like $600 to replace one, but it was about 15 minutes to pop the plastic and swish it around in the soapy water and wash the damn thing off. So they had a bunch of those. But yeah, spelling the pop on the keyboard. Now my favorite was the staples. So when I was doing it, you'd have to turn the keyboard upside down and slam it on the desk. Get the staples out. Now, I like putting in wireless keyboards because you get uh, open box Logitechs for, I don't know, $15 each, and the cords wouldn't lie around. But most of our users didn't know how to change a battery, and that kind of sucked. Well, I think I'm losing people, so off of computers for a minute. What else to talk about? Hmm. Saw Dune 2. The little woman actually paid for it. Uh, so watched that. Wasn't as good as the first one. It didn't follow the book, and trying to answer questions about a movie that doesn't follow the book as to why they're doing what they're doing and what the next movie is going to be, I almost went insane. But it wasn't a bad movie. Wasn't a good movie either. I haven't seen a good movie lately. Oh, wow. I remember cleaning mouse balls. I remember having to go pick the hairs out of the little rollers inside the mouse. All right. So, William, my 3D printer is okay. As long as when you click in the SD card, and then if you put like a frying pan top or a book on top of the SD card to put pressure on it, it's working fine. But without pressure on it, it ain't working, and there's no junk in the thing. So I'll probably have to replace the printer motherboard, and you know how that goes. It's like $35 to do the printer motherboard, and then you start thinking about what kind of upgrades you want to do while you're at it. And then why don't I just get a different printer, because that's $150. And then so right now it's got a pot lid on top of the SD card. Ozark, it's damn fine to see you. You have a good night, and give Twine a pinch for me. Well, and that's the other thing. So the Foster's is almost gone. So we've got enough Foster's, maybe 4 ounces or so for one more topic. So the first topic that's down there in the comments, that's our last topic for the night. Anybody got any ideas? No ideas. Kamala. All right. So I haven't been around a girl like Kamala since high school. Yep. Now, you guys saw Kamala. I saw some little clips from that interview. Did you see like the baggedy bags she had under her eyes? Usually she doesn't look that puffy. Freight elevator fornication, on the clock, getting paid for it. So that was my greatest sin, was I didn't punch out first. Um, but you know what? Those were the days. I didn't get written up for that. I just got told off. You know, there was no keel hauling and making a scene about it. It was at will, and it's like, you should have fucking punched out, you bastard. And I miss that. Those were the good old days. Oh. So, Tin Man, what are you up to? No. All right. So, Kamala was the subject, not freight elevator fornication. We won't get into that next, but I'm out of beer. Oh, boy. You want to talk about a softball interview that was? That was about as soft as you can get. So, yeah. Um, I mean, really soft. And Tampon Tim, they were kid gloves with him though. Oh, Tin Man's working. Oh, good. See, that's the thing I do with a little woman. She'll call me up at 6, and the first thing I got to ask is, "Have you left work yet?" And if she says no, it's like, cool. Talk as long as you want. This is $1 a minute. Overtime? Yeah. Uh, but yeah, Tampon Tim, they were softballing the shit out of him. And so, wait. Isn't like that Minneapolis and whatever, wherever the fuck he's from, that's just south of Iowa, isn't it? Where they imported all the commies and weirdos about 20 years ago, and now it's set like a cancer. And Minneapolis has turned into, I mean, that's worse than like Oregon, I think. Oh, Uncle Jim. Yeah. So, yeah, what to say? Uh, Uncle Jim needs a new caliber. Something really bizarro. Well, hobbies, no. I I don't see it. Uh, so, how can I put it? Hobbies. The tide has turned. So there was a time when what the hell is that? Okay, hold on a second. It's sitting on the desk. What the hell is that? Hmm. Okay. So this is sitting on the desk. I'm like, my girl Sylvia. Nah, nah, that wouldn't be her. What the hell? Oh, you know what this is? This is a light. Okay, that's what it is. It's got a USB connector on the bottom. This is like a little fluorescent light. Never mind. I thought it was like some weird ass slow bullet fuse or something for 480. Well, hobbies, I think you're right. 300 blackout, you can't get the damn things go fast enough to stabilize right. I think that's the issue. So, all right, James, are you shooting it out of? Well, it must be a 16-inch or better, but longer barrel, James, 20-inch or so, or just one of those little short little 16 inches or 14 and a half of a welded flash hider. Anyway, let's see. A suppressed martini Henry. No, that wouldn't be cool. I would hate to clean my suppressor. 16. All right. So do you run lightweights, supersonics, or do you do the big subsonics, James? Reason I ask is the little woman's Peruvian Mauser in 765 Argentine. I run the what is it? Okay, yeah. So it's like the Elvis missiles that fly sideways, and you get into supersonic, and that defeats the whole suppressed thing. But I guess it all works out. So shooting 30 caliber in a small round like that might be cool. But again, I don't want to blow up an upper. I know I'll fuck up. I know I'll grab the wrong magazine and blow my hand off. If I didn't shoot 223, I would get a 300 blackout. All right, guys. I'm out of beer. The webcam works. I am going to call it a night and hit it. Let's see. I think it's Friday today. So I'll probably pop on an Uncle Jim chat if he has it. Might even wear a weird hat. If Tin Man's girls have any requests for girly toys, we're in the middle of cleaning up upstairs. Let me know. What else? Nah, that's about it. So I'll be around tomorrow. And I really appreciate everybody hopping on. Appreciate the side chat. William, it's good to see you. Hobbies Hobo, James Pollard, Tin Man, Scotsman we had on. And we'll call it a night. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye now. Oh, for Uncle Jim. Foof. He saw. Good to see you, buddy.